Okay, today we're just going to show a little bit about the importance of ballistic drop-off, which I'm sure you've all seen in the game, but this is kind of a bit about how to compensate it and how to get your shots better. So this is a assault gun. It's not even a real meant for tanks, meant for blowing up buildings. I think it's a 12.5 centimeter or 10.5 centimeter short barrel gun, which means it's a low velocity, very heavy shell. If I look out at my test range here, and I can see my little tank. Now I'm probably 150 meters away from him. Now if I use my binoculars to line up my shot, and I line up my shot right in the middle of his tank, and get rid of my binoculars and go to my gunner, you see where this is going to land. Lands about halfway, right? Because it's a super heavy shot, so the ballistic drop off is like really, really bad. So I'm going to have to aim, even at this distance, probably slightly above his turret to get something to land down on him. Now, that's pretty straightforward and it's not like rocket science, but what's really important in playing War Thunder, see there I aimed how much above his head and didn't even get it. There's a way you can work that out on the reticle, so I don't know exactly how to do it, but these gradients are basically, if you know the size of your tank, you can look at roughly how far away you are. So in theory, if I'm 400 yards away, I should be landing on him, and I've landed over him because I'm not 400 yards away. I'm something like presumably 250, so I'm going to be aiming somewhere here. And my next shot, and show where the ballistic's going to go. Now the lighter shells and heavier and longer barrel guns are going to have a lot less ballistic drop, but you're still going to have to deal with this the further out you shoot. So bang, right, I landed it. So I'm somewhere around 220 yards away. So this other guy here has got to be 500 plus. He's probably more like 800 from memory, from the practice I've been doing. So I'm going to have to aim pretty much at the sky, and it's going to be a real lucky shot if I drop this on the top of him. And where does it land? Bang, how's that for a shot? Right, I'm going to do that same trick in the Panzerjäger. So Panzerjäger, short, I think it's a 47 mil or something like a 50 mil gun, 47 mil gun, I think, high velocity gun. Same distance as before. I'm going to aim straight at the tank, bang, straight into him, because the ballistic drop off, you see it dropped a little bit lower than where I want to be. So before, remember, we were aiming at the sky a minute ago. Here you'll see on the side the reticle for 800 is much smaller on the gradient, so if I aim around here I should hit him. Bang, done. So it hasn't landed where I wanted to. I wanted to land in that little turret ring, so if I try and aim a shot with my binoculars, which I don't always have time to do, I'm aiming to try and drop that now on that dude's turret ring. Oh, that was pretty close. But you can see how hard it is to get the drop. Slightly shift up. Okay, my accuracy is not that great. No, oh, I missed him that time altogether. There's also variation with your gunner depending on your gunner skill. Try again. Oof. So as you can see from distance, it's kind of hard to hit a T-34 on that side spot. Come on, boys. Too much variation at this distance to get an accurate shot. There we go, finally drop one. You see where I dropped that right in that turret ring.